Hi everybody, so Elizabeth and I are currently in Montenegro and I'm going to show you around the place that we're in. So this will be an apartment critique. There are a lot of things we like about this apartment, but also a lot of things that just make this apartment very annoying. So the first thing I'm going to start with is this. This oven is horrible. Okay? So in order to turn the oven on, you turn here. These don't work. This just shows you what burner is on. So you can't push this and select that burner. You turn it. Okay, well, I'm trying to turn it on. Okay, there we go. It turns on. And in order to switch between the burners, you have to hold this, and you really have to put it. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes I'll be pushing it and it's not working. And then to turn, so this burner is now selected. And in order to turn this burner on, you can start here. And then it goes on to A. I don't know what A means. And so if you want to start high, you select here. And if you want to start low, you select here. And then you have to hold this. So you have to hold it to move it and then to 0. So if you have multiple selected, say you want to select this burner quickly, there's no way to select this burner. So if you're on this burner and you want to switch to the next burner, you have to hold this button down. And this button will allow you to switch. So an extremely annoying burner. This is a Hansa. This is a terrible burner system. The second thing is this ventilator. Both Elizabeth and I have hit our heads on these corners. This corner isn't so sharp, and this is the corner we've typically hit our head on. But this corner right here is very sharp. Luckily, we haven't hit our head on this corner, but it's very sharp. So, I don't know why they never make these with rounded edges, because this is pretty low. This is kind of a difficult exhaust to use. Not very intuitive. So the second thing is the sink. The sink's okay, it's nice. No drying area, as you can see here. There's no drying area. There is a dishwashing machine, and so I'm gonna put the dishwashing machine on now. So the dishwashing machine's okay. We do a lot of drying, so it would be nice to have a dryer. The second thing is the positioning of these lamps. So they are low and at head height, and this table, we can move it back. Let's move it back to where it was. So this table right here was initially positioned here. Yeah, pair.
No, this is on the center.
Oh. Whoa, we have to lift it up. Oh, it was positioned in the center?
Yeah.
Oh, we moved the table.
Yeah, I moved the table.
Oh, okay. So it's positioned in the center. Anyway, it's not a great positioning for this table because it's very close to there. And then we positioned it, or Elizabeth positioned it slightly farther this way. And when you position it like that, whenever you get up, you hit your head. Because look at the height of this. Look at the height of this. It's terribly positioned. It should be much higher. So we were hitting our heads when we were standing up from the table because we positioned the table slightly more that direction so we could see the view. And every time Elizabeth and I was getting up from this chair right here, we would hit our head here. So pretty bad design. Second thing is we've also been hitting our heads on these. So nice, I kind of like these, but they're too low. So every time we get up from the couch or if we're moving around this area, you can see the height of this. The height of this is just so we hit our heads. So not a great design here. Nice view though. You see all that water out there? That water, where is it? Right there. That water right there fresh water has been dumping out of there for the past 2 days. Today and 2 days prior. So, an amazing amount of fresh water that they're just dumping into the ocean here. I wonder what the cost of water here is here. Probably not terribly expensive, but that's a whole lot of fresh water. In the first couple days we were here, there's no fresh water being dumped into the ocean. So the next thing is the placement of the television. Elizabeth and I don't really watch television, but that television is positioned really far away from that couch. So I can't even get everything. Yeah, so television far away from the couch. I guess people could move the couch forward but we haven't chosen to do that. So next thing, nice storage here. We do like the fact that there's quite a bit of storage, and they've even placed storage up here. And over there, they don't have storage cabinets, but they have some, unused bottles and some textiles in order to clean up the kitchen area. So nice thinking here. Here we have a little place for putting, I don't know, your phone or whatever, keys. Nice window, nice mirror. Nice to have mirrors before a front door. And the reason a lot of people have mirrors before the front door is so that they can see themselves and just check to make sure they look presentable before leaving their home. So that's why a lot of people put mirrors near the front door. Then nice place here for hanging things. Elizabeth's been hanging her purse, but you can hang coats here. This place has a shower, so reasonable shower here. We haven't had water pressure here, so for a lot of the time we haven't had a lot of water, so that's kind of been a bit of a disappointing thing. We haven't been able to take a lot of showers. They have a washing machine here, no drying machine. The drying is the drying rack outside on the balcony. This room is nicely done. So here's the bed, windows, and here's the AC, and you can see the positioning of this AC. It's positioned so that it blows air this way instead of being positioned like there and blowing air on the bed. The way it's positioned, you see the bed right there and then the AC right there, so the AC is not blowing air conditioning on the bed. The one downside, and then they have another another light at head height, so if you're in the bed and you kind of get up, you end up hitting your head. Over here, this apartment's going to have some problems by the end of this winter and potentially next year. And you can already see the problems developing. So here, you kind of want to leave the window open here, and we haven't been leaving the window open that much, but you can see what's happening here. If you leave the window, even probably without the window being left open, this room becomes pretty damp because of the positioning of this building and the wall there and the way rain comes in. And so you leave the window open or not even leave the window open, and you can see all of this rotting. The paint's rotting here. You can see all the rotting happening. This is not good, and this is going into the concrete behind. It's destroying the paint. You can see how far down that rotting is extending. Not only on this side, because of course people are going to open the window for some nice fresh air circulation here, but it's also happening on the other side as well. So over here, you can see what's happening here. Can you see that on the windowsill? And then down here, to look at that, that's terrible. And you can also see mold developing.